say that.
At first sight. As soon as y'all see each other, they feel married. At first sight.
Look too good to be alone. My house clean.
My man.
Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing,
no.
the west wing.
At first
mansion was happening. I am playing no games. Everyone that I say
Single for 6 years now.
So if you try to let me
I need a man to protect me. I don't need a man to provide for me.
I'ma leave the door open, girl.
I love to just go with the flow and just truly surrender to the
Let you
universe.
feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me.
What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for Married at First Sight. And when I tell y'all that this particular episode was a lot, it was a lot, and it's a lot to talk about. And I know we got some strong feelings. So y'all already go in the comments. Y'all let me know how y'all was feeling about this episode. What's up to everybody? We appreciate y'all coming through. But y'all already know, don't do this alone. Got to bring the girls up. First up is my girl Ash with a sweet perspective. Let me get this Kim. There we go. Hey, boo.
Hey. Y'all, I say I'm going to be on my best behavior tonight. I cannot guarantee that, y'all. I cannot guarantee it because the levels that this man took me through, and it just keeps getting worser. You know what I'm saying? The pressure is getting worser in my mind. He's all I really want to talk about tonight. I want to devote my full anger and attention strictly on him because the way he is on a mission from the devil to destroy a Black woman, he's got to be stopped, y'all. He's got to be stopped. But yeah, I have a lot to say. I hope you guys have your seatbelts on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride, EJ. It's going to be bumpy.
I'm here for all the drama. Listen, I'm here for all the drama. Let me go ahead and get my girl Tyra up here. Hey, boo.
Hey, loves. How you guys doing?
Girl, good. You know, ready to talk about this episode.
You pissed off and you just start like patting your foot, like, ooh, just mad. Like, I'm just mad. I am so mad. Like, the disrespect is just disgusting. And at this point, I feel like any Black woman trying to sign up for one of these reality dating shows, marriage shows, whatever shows, you might just be asking for it at this point, sis. Like, get away from these shows. Because this is intentional. This is disgusting. Hated it.
Absolutely. And 100% agree with you. So on this particular episode, y'all, we were diving into the anniversaries. This was the 1 month anniversary. The way I tell y'all that I am invested in this show, Ashley was 100% right when she said that it just keeps gradually going up and up and up and up. You know, it started out here, but it just keeps taking this roller coaster ride up. And I feel like we haven't even hit the top of the roller coaster yet, where we about to I feel like we just getting started, but this episode was definitely one to take us somewhere. Now, this was the anniversary dinner showdown was the name of the episode. This was episode 10, and they sent them these little books with all of their little pictures in it. It was really cute, you know. But I mean, it was a lot of shade thrown, a ton of shade thrown. We are going to talk about this character by not character. We're going to talk about this couple by couple. So we're going to get into the first couple. I already know y'all vibe check, so we ain't even got to do vibe check. We already know how you're feeling. We're going to get straight into this conversation. So let's talk about the most tame couple first. I need to go ahead and get them out the way. We're going to talk about Camille and Tom. Camille and Tom, first and foremost, they did a little whiskey tasting. I thought that was cute. You know, Tom showed up late to the basketball, and there was a reason for it. Camille tried to come with the energy. The way I did not know old girl was playing basketball for all these years. I was like, man, I learned something new every single day. But I did really think that this was cute. I've always felt like these two would somehow just make it. Like, I felt like they were the only ones that had a chance, especially if she got over the fact that Tom ain't got no swag. That's her words, not mine. If she got over that, I felt like they were good to go. But I did love their vibes this go around. I was like, this is cute. They look like they're really coming together. They actually look like a married couple together. You know, like they look like they match. They kind of feed off of each other. They have good energy together. And, you know, and Tom know when to hush. So I love this for them. Ashley, Tom, Camille, how you feeling?
So here's the thing. I was fine, right? Other than I need Camille, I need you to take it down a peg too, ma'am. You know Thomas ain't out here willy-nilly. You know he's on the I-10 by 10. You know he is a news anchor white man on the inside. Why do you think if he's late, it's for good reason. And when he tells you that, just receive it. But she want to make the man pull a hamstring. She's spazzing. Oh, well, you know, I know how to be a little vindictive. Hey, Camille, slow down 10 speed. Like, I need you to focus on the thing. And other than that, I was fine with him. He got her little necklace. That's why I was late, Camille. But I feel like based on what we saw for the previews for the rest of the season, they're going to get in their own way, and mainly Camille. Camille is going to have a setback at some point, and I just really pray and hope that she doesn't get in her own way because I think Thomas is an excellent partner so far. I'm really enjoying him, baby, because the way he was grinning in that bed in the first scene, I was like, okay, something's going right. I don't know what could possibly go wrong, but looking at those previews, I know it's something, girl. What is it? What is it, Camille? I need her to get over whatever this thing is.
Okay, and she better stop bringing him down because the way he was talking in that trailer, talking about she don't like the way he don't like when people talk about his look. Ain't nothing wrong with Tom. Camille, get it together. Tara.
Tom been putting it down. Tom been over there laying it low, spreading it wide. They've been getting it in. And I got the same vibes. I've been cool on Camille in this whole situation. After the last episode, and she stopped talking about, you know, some smoothness on the R&B tip. You know, it's just she let that go, and we were just focusing on Tom and what we could do with him to maybe, you know, tap more into that black side and maybe have her something adjacent to whatever she's used to because she wants some swag and she want to be deep down if y'all want to keep it funky. But I felt like they were doing well. But as soon as we got to this basketball situation, and even I, watching this, I was like, oh, if Tom is late, he has a legit good reason. He's probably going to surprise her with something. We already knew that. But the fact that she took that moment, and I was like, girl, this ain't even a cute, this ain't even a kiki. Like, Monica, the girl, this ain't love of basketball. This ain't no, this wasn't that. I was like, this didn't seem like anything that warranted that. So at that moment, I was like, all right, Camille, between that and the trailer and just the vibes I got off of her and how fixated she was on him at that one point, she gonna give some self-sabotage. She's gonna find something. I feel like Camilla's gonna find a flaw. If it's not one thing, it's gonna be another. I feel like their chemistry and they've been on the same, you know, wavelength and children and growth and oh my God, you're so mature to be younger. Yeah, things are too good. Let me find a way to mess it up. Let me find something wrong, find a problem so I can push back from what has the potential to be a really good relationship, a really good marriage from what we see so far. It's going to be Camille. I, at this moment, cannot think of one thing that Tom would do that would just warrant, like, I need to back up off of this. But if any point in the next episode, she goes in about this man's lack of blackness, we over. Okay? Over.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. She needs to be the one who needs to be canceled if she do that. Tom really is a good guy. He's and if especially if we're comparing him to any of the other people that we've seen here and just in general, I really haven't seen anything either. I haven't seen anything that really gives red flags with him. I see him really pushing, really trying. He really gets out here. Like if she says something, he takes it to heart and he tries to make changes. And I've always been a person that actions speak louder than words. If somebody shows you something that they show you that they're really trying, I feel like that's somebody that you should really keep in your life and not necessarily try to find a reason to push them away. So hopefully Camille will come, hopefully she'll get it together.
She better.
But we shall see. But what I will say about Camille when we talk about this dinner scene, because we're going to talk about the dinner scene later on, but what I will say about her is I love her idea of friendship, because when she was ready to have MM's back, I was here for it. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Carla up here talking about, let's just shut up, Tom, shut up. What was not his name? Not Tom. Juan and Carla. Y'all two need to sit down. Y'all don't even get a turn. Just hush, because both of them was irking my nerves so bad. I was like, no, if she want to turn up, she can turn up. Do you not know what she has been dealing with? Let her be right now. I'm with Camille on this one. She was like, let me not say that. She was like, y'all take care of this, because I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That's that black side that popped out. I was ready. All right, y'all, let's move on to the next couple. Speaking of Carla and Juan, y'all, the way Juan was giving Carla the business this episode, but it was in this little nice manner. I said, no, Juan didn't just kind of low-key check her, but then we also found out that Carla don't have a clue. Not one single clue about nothing that she's doing at all. They decide to go he takes her on a picnic, a picnic. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. He takes her on a nice little picnic. It was really, really cute and everything. And he also takes her to his place of business. He said the reason why he did that was because he wanted her to see other entrepreneurs. He wanted her to get the entrepreneurial bug, right? And I believe he finds out about her quitting her job as well. Like, there was a bunch of stuff that happened right here with them. She decides she quits her job because, hey, listen, she can't be managed. And so she needed to go, and it was a mutual agreement. I feel like that was code word for fired, but that's just me. I don't know. But he wasn't really feeling that. He thought this was a dumb idea. He doesn't say it to her exactly, but he does say it in the confessional pretty much, like, what is she doing? So then he starts to question her. He has question after question after question when she's talking about that whole hair thing. And I had questions too. I was like, these are valid questions. Have you guys gotten the contract? Do you have a price? Like, these are all valid questions. Maybe not the right timing, but valid questions. Ashley, Tyra, talk to me about Carla and Juan.
Girl, Juan is just so unattractive. Oh, Lord, with your cheap ass. You did all that talking, all that glamour, coming on here looking like, you could be, a good bond. But it was before we saw the back of that head. Anyway, it's so unattractive to be so cheap. That's one thing, because baby, don't roll me up to your little raggedy warehouse talking about this is a whole bunch of nothing. It's what it was, a whole bunch of mess. Okay, kudos to you and your business, but this was nowhere to take me on an anniversary. Then he rolled up with that little free. Every time somebody try to roll up, give me a walk in the park or walk down. No, where's the funds? Okay, where is the funds? Like, child, when he poured that damn, what was that? That fruit juice? Like, Juan has no interest in Carla. He don't want to spend no money on her. He don't want nothing Carla has to offer. Carla should have been honest. She got on this show, dropped that piece of apartment or whatever she had, dropped that job because she was planning to be a kept woman with a, well-off, maybe not just super wealthy, but a well-off man. Because me being Carla, beautiful and giving hugs and kisses and probably giving you some on a regular and being a passenger princess is going to be enough. But no, you want to get on here and lie and say you weren't worried about money and those things don't matter. And you got you one. You got the opposite, because money matters to one. And that's all that damn matters. The moment she showed that she had no real prospects for a career, that she wasn't as driven as him, that she don't have no funds, he was instantly unattractive. And yet, where's your money? Where's your money? Not only do you not have any money, you don't have a plan, and now you don't have a job. I think he called her stupid this episode. Like, the way that Juan displays his, like, the way that he, feels about her not having, those are valid things. But it's the way that he says it, the way that he presents it. And there's just such an unseriousness to Carla. Don't give a damn. Carla don't care. I don't know why Carla is like even here. They don't really seem to have any real conversations. It seems like Carla is in La La Land for the most part, because I think she's like swallowed weeks ago. This was their 1 month anniversary. I think after that week that they had on the honeymoon or whatever, she's like, okay, this isn't what I thought it was. Mm-hmm. This isn't what I thought it was. It really happened when she went to that apartment and saw that TV sitting on that little dolly from Home Depot or whatever it was sitting on. She's like, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. And now she's just there, and then Juan is just like, so you don't have a job. What is your plan? That's all that their conversations consist of. So there's no growth, there's no romance, there's no kissment, no nothing. This is a very dry relationship.
Yes, Lord, it's a dry relationship all the way from every moment that we see her, every photo that she's in. It's like I thought something was wrong with her. I didn't want to say she was on the drugs, y'all, but something she just always like this. It's like she checks out every single time. I swear she be in another world. I was like, what in the world is going on with her? But I think it's just that she really has checked out and she really don't care about this and she's just trying to uphold her contract. Ashley, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are Carla is a bum, I fear. I don't believe she ever had a job. I don't believe she had an apartment, and I don't believe that she had a job. I think she was coming on this show for housing and to be kept. Because let's be honest, girl, you said you had businesses. She said she was doing the sound bowl stuff. She said she was doing hair, and she said she was doing the tarot. Now she's saying, oh, I'm going to spend my days and weeks and months in the coffee shop learning how to read the tarot. Girl, do you read the tarot or don't you? She's a dingbat, she's a space cadet, and she is a bum, I fear. But again, both things can be true. She can be a bum and Juan can be awful because the way that they panned around to these bald spots, this male patterned baldness is upon us on multiple cast members, and I didn't see it. So I feel catfished by the producers and the directors at Married at First Sight. But here's the thing with Juan. Juan did call her stupid. He said you can't be, what did he say? You can't be, you can be adventurous or something, but you can't be stupid too. He really thinks she's dumb. He believes that she is beneath him. I think that's what it boils down to. And I believe that once he said he wasn't physically attracted, she was utterly done. Because when they even ask her, well, what does Juan do? You know, well, he's got this warehouse and he types like Thriller. I was like, Carla, BFFR. Even when we see her later in the episode and they're talking about what is the dynamic in your relationship and how are things going, I'm doing great. I'm well. Carla, you're not. Carla, you need to look at your prospects. You need to take notes. He's giving you a master class in business like he has an MBA. He's telling you negotiate your rate, get your contracts, get them lined up because he's not going to be there when the 8 weeks are over, y'all. He is done. He is checked out. And so has she. This is pointless, useless. There is no steam heat here. There is nothing. And let's not call this picnic romantic. It wasn't. It was cheap. He's cheap. And my thing is, this is the month anniversary, okay? MAFS is going to pay the bill, buddy. You could have taken her, of all of the places in Chicago, it didn't even have to be super expensive, but you could have taken that heifer to get something decent to eat. She needs because y'all know I don't like Carla. It's just
why is he so cheap? That's what I was saying. Like, how far does MAFS go to go be realistic? Are they comping these dates? Like,
I hope they are.
Like what at what extent? Because he was acting like this is coming out of my pocket. We're gonna roll up to this warehouse for free, and we're gonna have this picnic on the grass. No romance about it. I'm gonna pour this apricot smoothie or whatever the hell in your champagne glass. Like this one, I don't know why he's so cheap. And 50-50 is one thing. Like he has absolutely no stock in Carla. To at this point, he didn't want to take her on a decent date. He's like, this is all you're getting.
And another thing. I don't know, Nana Coded, welcome. This is the first time I'm seeing you here, baby. But you will never hear a disagreement from me about being a kept woman, okay? My issue with Carla is that she came in lying and big capping. Because, baby, if you want to be kept, say that. And, you know, you'll get that eventually. I'm sure she could find a man to keep her, but Juan ain't him. And I just feel like they're being disingenuous from the beginning. I think they both were. Her saying she didn't care about money and she was gainfully employed and all of this, and him acting like he really wanted to be married. Juan does not want to be married. Juan wants a business partner.
Exactly.
I felt like Juan presented himself like he has some funds, and then like maybe the third or fourth episode in, it was like, well, now I low key, have devoted all my money and anything I could have saved into this business. I'm on my way to success. But I feel like Juan presented himself as having, some fun. Yeah. He kept talking about these startup businesses and all this, and then we get here, and it is just cheap city.
Yeah, he made it seem like he was like he had some cash, but Juan is broke. Like seriously. I mean, and it might change later for him, but right now he is broke, and you can tell he acts he just broke. I ain't even got to go into detail.
But why can't he just say like, Carla, I'm here for all of that. Like, it's not. It doesn't even feel like with one there will ever be an opportunity
Oh, never.
for. Eventually, I would love to take care of my wife, and just it's just like no, we gonna go to hell and back and be in the dirt doing 50-50.
When his daddy said it, I knew that was the family line. The dad said, "You're prepared to go 50-50. What do you do for a living, man?"
Okay, that's it. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. That was pretty much it. When Daddy said it, I said, "Oh, this is learned behavior. This ain't changing right here."
It stopped for me when the cousin popped out. He was like, "This is my room." I was like, "Roommate."
Listen, they gotta go. He needs somebody to go 50-50 with at all times. Now, hold on. Listen, Juan said, "Look at here, nope." And yeah, and he's made it very clear that he and like he just don't want to be with Carla. Was he attracted to her at some point? Yeah, but like you said, as soon as he found out that she wasn't serious well, first of all, she wasn't serious about 50-50. She wasn't serious about this business. She wasn't serious about actually making money, and money didn't matter. One was like, well, that's it for me.
Maybe romantic. Why can't it be, when I'm in the position, baby, to do all those things and take care of you like I should, and you can just be, but just at this moment, I need us to build. He ain't even trying to finesse it. It's just like J-O-B. Like, oh.
So how about those contracts? Oh, so is it real? So what did she say? How did she say it?
When do you get there? When is the flight? When do you get your first check? Well, maybe you need to rummage through that book and get some connections. You need to do some house calls or something. It's like, damn.
She said, one with all the questions.
I felt like all of that little plan, I felt like that was falsified just for one and just shut up. Like, I got a plan. This lady had said this one time if I was down there, no, ma'am, Carla, you don't got to do this, baby. We know what you want to be, and there's nothing wrong with it. She just should.
Got to find that right person that's gonna do it, because one is not it. One is not trying to keep you. Shit, one ain't trying to keep himself. One say he needs somebody to keep him 50% of the time, so he can keep
join the hair club for men. EJ,
that's somebody going bald, y'all. Ashley gonna fire your ass.
I didn't even see his bald spot. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit that one.
I don't know how you miss. The cameras are messy. They have no business. They have made it a point not to go around that corner to the back of one's head up until this episode.
I didn't even pay attention to it. Man, dang. Now I'm definitely have to go back and look at it, because I probably saw it and just was like, nah.
Girl, you saw it. He and my baby Allen, they are in the hair club for men. They need a sponsorship.
They need some of that spray.
And it's in the same place. I think that's male pattern baldness. I do. I remember the infomercials a long time ago. Like, I remember.
I cannot. Oh my goodness, y'all. What couple is up next? Because Carla and Juan, they not gonna make it. Oh my God, Michelle and David. Listen, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. At this point, I am pretty much I'm like, Michelle is who she is, and David, just let it go. Like, just stop trying. Why don't we just be cool and let that just be it? Because the way they keep going just irks me. But I will say this. Every episode, David gets a little more agitated. And I'm telling you, David gonna go off at some point. All she gonna have to do is just say it one more time, and he just gonna go off. He's like teetering on the edge of telling her what he really feel. But right now he keep trying to, oh, thank you for telling me. I was like, you don't want to know. You didn't want to know that. You don't want to know that you a bum, David, and that she ain't attracted to you, and that she don't like you, and that there is never a chance. You ain't gonna smell it. You ain't gonna see it. You is not even gonna get close enough to her for nothing, okay? And why did you wear that sweatshirt and them jeans, knowing she was gonna say something? Because you didn't, is this your going out on a date outfit? It was the face for me. I said, dang. Because at first I was like, oh, okay, we're going to get through a nice little day. We're going to eat some sushi. But no, Michelle said, no, don't show up to this like this when I'm looking like this, okay? Because she knew she was hitting on every single, she was like, this yellow dress. I feel like Michelle believes that she is the, and there's nothing wrong with believing that you are the prize, but I believe that she believes that she is the grand prize, because there is a prize and there is the grand prize, and I believe that she thinks that she is the grand prize, and David just ain't it for her, and she gonna take every opportunity every single time to say it. She even said, do you really want to go there today on our anniversary? And I was like, oh, okay, Michelle gonna be chill. But then Michelle said, no, I'm not gonna be chill. Yeah. And it's just the way when he came up in there, oh Lord, when he came into that dinner, I'm gonna say that for the dinner, because Lord have mercy. When he came in there for the dinner, she was like, dang, he showed up. Ugh. That's how she said it. She didn't say it like oh, I'm so happy to see him. She looked around like, oh, okay, so they let you off? Girl, no. Ashley, talk about your couple, Michelle and
Okay,
David.
so EJ, what we can't do is talk about this man taking a break from his second shift job to make it. You know what I mean? Because at least he made it. He put in an old college effort. He did come in there with his sweatshirt on and his jeans. But girl, I'm not dressing up for this hoochie either,
Me
EJ.
neither.
I'm
Me
not
neither.
dressing up for her. For her to degrade me and talk about it's over and it never was gonna be nothing. It's Groundhog Day with Michelle and David, and I'm really over the conversation. And at this point, I don't feel any pity for him, sir, because I swear it. I've said it once, I'll say it again. If this was any other person in any other body, in any other shade, he would not be doing all of these jumping jacks to try to gain or seek her approval. It's almost sickening to me the way that he has her on this pedestal as if she's God's greatest gift to the nations. And it was never that. It was nothing of the sort. It was old maiden shoes. That's what it gave. It's always given old maiden shoes. So I don't have any mercy or compassion on David for sticking around. Plus, I know David is half of the adulterous affair. I know he is slanging dangling across the table. I know it. I know it from the hug we saw at the dinner. I know it from those fat, chunky, hairy hands that we see feeding Madison ice cream later on. I know it. So I don't have any compassion for him. At this point, I'm just wondering why we're still here. I'm wondering why we're not putting the divorce conversation on the table. I'm wondering why she's not packing her raggedy duffel bag and heading back to her apartment.
Her lavish,
Yes,
okay, extravagant.
that she
Don't
paid
say
for.
simple.
It's definitely not simple. Extravagant.
Yeah, all that she paid for with her own coins. I'm just over it. We've heard it a million times before. You're not getting it, he's not giving it. And then when we go to the book or to the tape, because they actually had video, because the producers are extra petty, so they're gonna make her repeat all the lies that she's spoken and have
I
her
loved
watch
it.
it in real time. Because when she got up there and said, yeah, I'll do my best to understand even when I don't, and I'll do my best to make your life better, and I'll love on you even when I don't understand you.
Lies.
Oh, you a lie. You are a liar, and the truth is not in you, Michelle. My Michelle, the truth is not in you, and I don't want to see these people anymore. I'm really, I know we're going to, but I'm over this conversation. I'm over
I've
it.
been over them, girl. I've been over them so much, and I don't even feel. And the crazy part about it is that I don't care if David do whatever he do. If he go out there and smash the homie, good for you, David. Good for you. Because the way this woman that told you time and time again that you ain't ish, you might as well go smash somebody else. And the way that she actually had a nerve to question you about it, that's when I feel like David is gonna come with the cussing out, and I'm gonna be here for it, and I'm gonna be like, it's about doggone time. Tyra, Michelle and David.
Watching David, I'm like, you really want a white woman that
Too
bad?
bad.
That's why I'm telling you. Ashley and I was watching this, and I was like, "Who's had some white coochie?" I'm curious. I want to know if you've had some white coochie in the chat, or if you are, if you currently actually have one. Drop some comments. I want to know, because I think what makes this so difficult to watch, whether it's him or it's Allen, is when we get over there to MM and we see that she isn't receiving an ounce of the patience and affection and endurance and time and indulging. And oh my God, if I could just, well, what do I need to do to make you like? there's no catering happening with her. And then you see this constantly. She has done everything but thump David in the middle of his damn forehead. And he just keeps going, well, let me try to see. Well, I know you like sushi, and I'm just trying to get back to those vibes when we made sushi on our honeymoon. And she was like, well, what the hell are you wearing? What the hell are you wearing? What the hell? Who told you to come out the house? Look, meanwhile, Dave like, girl, that's my best shirt. Like, what? I mean, I thought I put that shit on. Like, I put the bun, like, my bun normally, flings to the left. I put it on the right today. Like, girl, you don't see this? You don't see the effort? Like, and he just keeps going. And she, what I can say, at least she's honest.
That part.
At least she's honestly her, because we have Madison over there. We know she's lying. She is not giving an inkling to him. And I don't know why she wouldn't have packed her raggedy duffel bag and left. This isn't going to grow into anything. She makes it very clear. I'm not interested. Nothing's changed. I don't care what you do with that man bun or if you put on a clean shirt. I'm not attracted. You live in the basement. Everything is just you live in the basement. You live in your parents' basement. You don't have your own. You don't. She does not care. So this effort of him leaving the job, even though she was like, that was nice. I mean, it was, he came. That was cool.
It was so great.
Because he doesn't even work remotely close. So that was, yeah.
We got an answer, Tyra, in the chat.
Oh, let me see. Who said it? Put it on the screen,
Let me go find it.
I want to know, was it just the best you ever had? Because this is wild.
It's McD Bozak at 1947.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Wait.
I cannot.
I mean, it's just amazing because she's giving him nothing. She's giving him nothing. And with how shallow both of their requests for this marriage to even happen, it's all been based on appearance. And if we know what we know, which we have known for quite some time, that he's over there with Madison, he has a preference. And that's what he wants. So he's just trying so hard. And it's like, if it wasn't this, we know he wouldn't try as hard, but we can't fault him for wanting what he wants. But it's just really hard to watch this treatment versus what we see later with other couples. David has all the makings to be somebody's good man. So if he want to go over there and get his back rubbed with Madison, even though they didn't have to be this damn diabolical about it, let's go. Because I don't want to see them together anymore. This is dry. Did you see him drop a tear? Nicki Minaj, drop a tear. Are you crying, David?
Girl, you didn't see not a tear. He kept rubbing them eyes, trying to smooth
He was like, the video, and Madison, once again, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you wearing? Why the hell are you crying? Like, oh, look at this book. These words look so beautiful there. Still look beautiful now. I just really meant those vows, and I really wanted those things to come into fruition. I was just hoping, that maybe one day we can get back there. Then it cut to Michelle. No, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Yeah, I just don't want to, because I don't like you. And it's whatever. And then in all this time of you dropping a tear and can we, well, what do I have to do? And the sushi, how long were you rubbing on Madison's ankles? Oh, okay. David, grow up.
It's Cap. The fake tears was what sent me. But even more than that, when he said, if we just both would have kept our vows.
Yeah, that part.
Sir. Oh, it's so messy. So messy.
I said, David, stop. Listen, I cannot wait to get to the messy. I'm sorry, but that one clip just lived forever in my head. They shouldn't show me that stuff at the end of the thing. When she said he sent her that text message, I said, can we get to that part ASAP? I need to see it.
What did he say? I want to eat that cat.
He's
say, you are so fucking fine. I can't wait to eat you. We know that ain't
okay. I was like, that wasn't for her. She knew it wasn't for her. Everybody knew it wasn't for her. Like, this is not for you, ma'am. And Jay, absolutely, it was daytime sushi. I don't feel like he necessarily. I felt like he looked nice enough.
I was looking at, as soon as she was like, what the hell are you wearing? Even though that's not what she said, that's what she said. I'm looking at the setting, the background. It looked very lax. It didn't look like put your presence, I was like, girl, who do you think you are? Some people are just simple, but she doesn't think she is. Like, girl, we simple.
She don't want to go back to the simple life, Tyra, as you call it, the simple life. No.
Is she? wealthy and well off and I don't know about
I
it?
guess so. I don't know, you know?
No, the way that Michelle acts, I'm like, girl, you must be from the bottoms. I feel like she came from the trailer
Got
park.
to.
So like, well, you trailer trash or something? Is that what? Because she's like, I just can't go back to those demeaning. I can't go to the poorhouse with your ass. It's like, girl, where were you living? That this is like, oh my god.
Now, I did hear another commentator talking about the show weeks ago and said that she's probably from a small podunk town, was raised poor. She collected everything she could, made it to the big city. And so she really feels like her apartment and her going out to eat 3 days a week is like she's made it and she don't want to go back. And she feel like David is going to drag her down to the gutter with his poorness. She feels like it's going to rub off on her. She feels like she'll be getting a second shift job and she feels like she'll be living in the man's basement. She don't want to go back, Tyra.
Well, how about we just cut off the middleman and she just swap and go over there with Allen and he just gone over there with Madison?
Don't put her on Allen. And she want a light-skinned
You
black
don't
man.
think she
Let's
was
not forget.
No, this might no. She never got the black man she wanted. Let's just leave.
Okay. Didn't get that.
This not the
I think
black
she'd
man
have been
she
happy
wanted.
with Thomas. She probably would have loved Thomas over there. She would have loved it over there with Thomas.
Somebody talking about he said that text was for his cousin.
David said, I can't help my cousin bring groceries to the house. Like,
Dang.
That little meat.
Wait to eat.
Okay. she had quite a little meat. Woo. Okay, y'all. That was too much for me. Okay. Anybody else got any comments on these two? They be dragging me
She
down.
just always has this perpetual gross look on her face. And I just really want that to end. But again, I would never shame a woman for wanting more, right? My issue has always been with her, the disrespect. And again, I don't feel sorry for you, David, because I know you out here slinging ding-a-ling. I know you are. It's in our laps, EJ. It's clear as the clear blue sky. So no, I don't feel any pity for him. And the way he's still sitting her up on this pedestal. Like, okay, I'm gonna work on
I don't
it.
feel sorry for neither one of them, girl. Like, them two done irked my soul. I'm just like, you finna go out here and be a cheat, and you over here. I was like, I literally was like, okay, so you say that your last I can't remember exactly when she said it was, but when she talks about her past relationship, I think she ain't been in a relationship in like 5 years. Like, I'm starting to realize how difficult it might be to be in a relationship with her when she talks about I don't need a man, I don't need this, and she probably make people feel like they are not needed at all and calls them out and
she's doing what Ikechi is accusing Emem of.
Exactly. Now if he had got with her, then I was like, now and the crazy part about it,
No, it wouldn't have been that,
Exactly.
EJ, because I feel like if he got her, he wouldn't be displaying any of that goddamn behavior he over there doing with Emem.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He would not do that at all. And that is what the sad part about this is that I believe 100% down deep in my bones. Can't nobody tell me different. I don't care what nobody say. If
I get it, EJ, and I don't toot my horn. I ain't the finest thing walking. We are basic. These are basic ass looking women. We look regular. I don't get it. It's just a white woman.
he would have went over there and acted. He would have went over there and acted right, y'all. He would have went over there and acted like, oh, this is my vow to my future wife. Because
he would have been writing her poems, rubbing her feet, playing his goddamn guitar at the edge of the bed with no shirt on, showing them goddamn cankles. It would have been a different story over there.
Yeah.
He never would have treated this woman like, he never would have treated a Michelle like this on national television. He wouldn't have had the gumption, the nerve, or the audacity. But it's okay, because I'm going to get to him.
Okay.
Not my Michelle.
Not my Michelle. Okay, y'all. Moving on down the street to old Madison and Allen. This is another couple where one person really wants to be with the other person and is really putting in effort and trying, but one person is gaslighting the other one, making it seem like they are trying because they don't want to look a certain way on TV. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like the only reason why Madison continues to act like she's trying is because she doesn't want to be portrayed a certain way. Because in theory, Allen is a good package. Allen is a great perspective. They picked somebody who who I think would have made a great partner, but she can't get past the physical of it all. And I ain't gonna say that. She can't get past the physical of it all when it's all said and done. And it's just ridiculous. I hate how she treats him. I hate how she does this gaslighting thing and makes it say, oh, I'm trying, but she always shoots him down. She always throws these underhanded comments, and yet he just keeps going and he keeps throwing her out these nice comments. I just need people to just stop. Like, just stop. Like, if this is how you're gonna be treat people the way they treat you. Shoot. That's all I'm saying. Ashley, Madison and Allen.
You know I ain't got it to do. You know I don't have it to do. But now that we saw, y'all know I go low. I can't help myself. And I love Allen real bad. But she probably saw that bald spot and was probably like, it's a no-go. Because listen, hear me out. Let me cook, okay? At the wedding, when we're going back down memory lane with the albums and everything, and they were real aggressive with that dog. I just want to say that should have been his first clue not to trust her, because the way she treats Luffy, I don't like it.
yeah.
She always got something to say to that damn dog. She's not a trustworthy person, and I don't think the dog likes her either. But no, hear me out. Wedding day, she's all over him. She kissing him down. She's like, he a tall drink of water. He got that bread, okay? He's not a 50-50 one. He gonna pay all them bills. He wants you pregnant, laid up. He wants you to be with him forever. He was on that ropes course talking about damn forever. And this hoe said, forever's a long time. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But I don't think she saw the back of his head on the wedding day. That's what I think happened. No, in all seriousness, Madison does not want the villain edit. She doesn't want that edit. So she's doing everything she can to try to prevent coming off looking like a monster or a maniac. Even in the interactions with the family, it's like, oh, I can't promise forever, but I'm going to give it, what I got in this moment. The friends came over, asked her the same thing. What do you think about Allen? Well, he's cool, but I just can't quite get over that hump. I have seen in no way her make a genuine effort. This is all a facade. This is all very superficial. It's for the cameras. Everything is for the cameras. I don't think she's even taken the opportunity to really even get to know this man on a basic level. Everything his family said, everything his friends have said has been like, Allen is the most upstanding guy. He'll give you the shirt off of his back. We've seen him lose a friend during this. We've seen him have a birthday, and this hoe took him out to the club and abandoned him the night he had a birthday. The day his friend died, they're flying back. She goes out that same night and stays out all night, never comes home. She does not care about this man, even as a friend. She has made no effort. Again, she is the whore of Babylon. I will never take it back. Even though she had a little bit of sense at the end of the episode in the dinner scene, that's not enough for me, because you don't treat people like this and think that you're not going to reap what you sow. I hate this for him. I hate he keeps complimenting her. I hate he keeps putting himself in a position to be struck down. Like, sir, why are you talking about forever? Why are you talking about she's beautiful? Why are you complimenting this hoe? Leave her where you found her. Go get in that Jaguar and go run the streets with your multi-diverse friend group. That's what I want for Allen.
Exactly.
I don't want any of this for him.
Actually, she's a multi-diverse friend group.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Okay. And it shows, because Allen does have some swag. I don't care what she say. I like Allen's style. Allen has good style. I love his hats. Like, come on, Madison, do better. But I do believe, like somebody said in the comments, I can't even find the comment now, that Madison is basically still in that party girl phase. She acted like she wanted to get married. She don't really want to get married. I don't think that's really where she at. I think even if she does, she needs somebody who wants to go out like she does. Somebody who don't care about being out at 2, 3 in the morning. Listen, I don't have time to be out at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. What are we doing? Like, I don't know. Madison just irritates my soul a lot. So, there's that. Tyra, what's your thoughts on this heifer? Oh, I meant I'll get it in.
She need her a David. She need her a David. Like, that whole, like, everything that you described is David. I don't think she wants something serious. David, we're gonna have a little gym, a little situation, even though she act like she wanted a body fitness, god mogul. David is not that, but all right. Sure, I don't like just to throw, because David has other, like, really great qualities. It's just, lacking on other fronts. But Yeah, she doesn't want this. She never took him seriously. Like, I think she's been faking the funk since she walked down the aisle and saw who this was. She's been faking it. So when the ish hits the fan, she can go, I tried so hard. So hard. Alan's such a nice guy. I was really trying, and it just never happened. And I gave it everything I had. No, giving it everything you had is not planning multiple dates to where this man is 50 feet away from you at all times. Like, you don't even want him near you. Like, no. What we're gonna do is play this tennis. You're gonna take your ass all the way over there on the other side. No. We're gonna get this kiss. Yeah, you didn't specify. Like, girl, does he have germs? Like, ew, you got cooties. Like, girl, grow up. If you are that disinterested, I wish that Alan would read his worth and read the room and go like, yeah, this isn't working. He's kind of coming out a little bit like, you're not really giving me anything. I'm trying to read you and and it's just like, I need more time. Let's not rush it. And then he reverts back. I'm just happy with the little crumbs you give me. No, you're not. You're disenfranchised, honey. You need more than that, and it's sad as hell. There's no forever here. There's nothing here. The quicker we get to her being over there with David in his masculine hands, the better. Because I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see this anymore, and I don't want this for Alan. We've all had a little moments of Alan coming up out of his body, because clearly he is just so blinded. The way she could have Alan wrapped around her finger, she's tripping. He is so blinded that it's just going to be like, I thought you liked me. I've been trying so hard. I thought we were working our way up to something. It was never that, Alan. You just was hoping and wishing and praying so bad because you like her so much. Sad.
Okay, that part. Shout out to LS for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you so much. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I think we've had up to 144 people, a little bit more at times. Thank you guys so much for coming through and hanging out with us and talking about Married at First Sight. We got another super chat. Shout out to Erica Alexander. Let's see. Kissing your husband on the cheek. I wanted to punch her. Alan needs to go to M. Listen, I mean, he gonna come. He want to give her a hug. What's that, David? I just want to give her a hug. David, sit down somewhere. Don't nobody want to give you a hug.
He needs to. Out of all the men at that table, it says a lot that it was David and Alan who really, like, Alan was like, yo, you're getting here. You think that's a decent excuse?
I love that.
Really? That's all you got?
But you see that he didn't give him that energy. You saw that? He didn't give him that.
He don't give any of them. We're gonna get to it. We almost there.
Yeah, didn't give none of them that. Okay, I did that one. Okay, I did that super chat. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was Madison and Allen. Now let's get to what we actually came here to talk about. Because this is what we came here to talk about. We came to talk about these two right here, Emem and Ikechi. Okay, I don't give a damn what his name is right now, okay? Because all of that go to the side. Because this thing right here is the most horrible, despicable, I don't even know why he exists in this moment. I don't even know why he exists. I'm just keeping it real. Like, Ikechi came on this show with the intention to just get this book out. That's it. There was nothing else. This was a straight up business move. And you still you got one book and the book sucked. I'm sorry, I didn't even got to read the book to know it sucked. You gave us a little taste of it. Nobody wants to buy your wedding vows. I'm sorry. You didn't even want to give your wife the wedding vows. Like, all of this was fake. Who applies to a show 2 times, not once, but 2 times to get married to a stranger when the premise is that we supposed to be trying to find love? We supposed to be trying to connect and doing it in this unconventional way, right? But instead, you go apply in Houston. They don't let you in Houston. So now I'm going to go apply in Chicago. Oh, they done fooled around and let you in Chicago. And then you get paired with this beautiful Black woman who just happens to if we just keeping it real, she just happens to be way better than you on every sense of everything, as far as education, as far as her house, as far as where she is in her life, as far as her career, as far as everything. And you can't handle it. You see her and you're disgusted with her because you don't get to be the person that's up here. If it had been anybody else that had been on this level and he just happened to be, I still don't know what that nigga do. I'm sorry. I still don't know what he do. I still don't know what he do. I wish I knew, but I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out for the longest. I was like, what does Ikechi actually do?
He's a teacher, right?
School counselor, allegedly.
Is that what it is?
Oh, something.
He was in Chicago. Girl, Lord have mercy. And he thought he was, you know what? Just, Tyra, just go.
You gonna come to me first? Why you ain't go to Ashley? I don't want to talk about this man. I don't want to talk about this man. Like, I don't know who this is. Game City Savior, who just left this comment. What do they need to stop doing to Black women? Like this motherfucker is a paid for hire person. You can't convince me nothing other than that. They brought this agent of chaos here on purpose. I don't know if they remembered him from his past little failure attempt to get on the damn show, but they hit him up, say, hey, Black man, would you like to come on here and embarrass a Black woman? We'll cut you a check. And he said, hell yeah. He had to. There's no explanation as to why he is here moving like he is. The way that he is acting. Is there something we missed? Something that we didn't see for you to treat this lady as if she is like a sexual predatory deviant? Yep. He is acting like she was a complete stranger because he will say, I don't know you. I don't know you like that. And that she has been sexually him since the moment that he got to the altar. When you didn't give this energy. Wait, she didn't even let me give her the okay at the altar when we were doing the I do. She just stuck her tongue down my throat. Like, are you kidding me? We didn't see any of that. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see none of this funky ass, despicable, big ashy foot ass energy from you until you saw her home. You immediately switched and the eyes got huge. We slowly were getting more and more into it as she was diving into her career and her getting the master's and I have my business and her family and how oriented she is, just successful. And it was just like, okay, ba-da-da-da. But you know, anybody can get on here and say anything, as you could see. But when he saw that all of her accolades were matching up, oh, she really is very successful, more successful than me, and I just can't handle it. You mean to tell me you got on here, paid for hire or not, and acted like a complete ass because this woman makes more money than you? Are you insane? Are you insane? And the fact that she made more just heightened the fact that you weren't into her and attracted to her in the first place. You didn't want her in the first place. You didn't want her in the first place. This just made her really unattractive. The fact that she has autonomy in her voice, in her business, in her conversation, knows what she wants out of life. You don't measure up. So anytime I even ask you, hey, nigga, what you have for breakfast this morning? Don't be putting pressure on me, disturbing my peace.
Okay, can't we just be in the moment?
Don't disturb my peace. You always asking me questions, pressuring me. Can't we just be in the moment, be successful in the earth and the energy and the essence of the air? What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing.
What are you talking about? The way he is something, she is dodging a whole bullet. I wish that she would realize that the fact that she shed a tear in this episode over this man and his funky ass behavior just pissed me off because we ain't even got to do that. Mm-hmm. He is chemically imbalanced. The way that his emotions are all over the place and he's constantly back and forth, hot and cold, and the way that his temperature can go all the way up and he disassociates, mentally, this man is not okay yet. He's not mentally okay. He's not evolved there. He's not evolved financially, not as a man. Them goddamn ankles ain't even evolved. And you crying about this man? Leave this man in that same little ratty ass small shoebox apartment that he wants to be found in. Because, you know, come on in, you know. And you wish you'd have known, because as soon as they got to that damn apartment, you know, it's my little old, you know, I know it probably don't, you were tearing yourself down before y'all could even get in there. Because it's all I got. It ain't much, but and look, and well, you gonna play me a song? You can play me. Well, what's that? Well, look at that. Well, this is nice. You know, somebody not even worried about what you have. Not even worried about you have. Emem will probably cut your dumb ass a check. Like, they don't want to see us on the same level. What do you want out of life? Let me help you get there so we can get there and be happy as a. We can't even do that right. All you had to do was bring dick. Like, I just
one job. You have one job.
All you have to do, you have one job. All do is be a good, supportive, loving husband and bring dick, and we could do that? I don't understand. I don't know if it's in the glasses, if it's in the beard, if it's in the canker, if it's in them fucking seersucker suits. But I don't know who you are. I don't know who told you you was somebody, but go sit your ass down. The best thing that MM could do is hit up that black ass cousin that was on this show twice and gave all the energy of, ho, if you play with my sister, my cousin, I will run up on you. Because he knew it. He could feel it coming up off of him. When your friends don't like somebody, this don't nobody like anybody. Nobody likes him in this group.
Nobody.
Except for the people.
Juan.
And that says a whole lot. Juan. That says a whole lot. Nobody, even the therapist, be looking at him like,
what are you talking about?
What's wrong with you? Nobody likes this man. I need her to get the hint and get as far away from him as possible. I'm finished.
Yes. No, but you said a word though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think they liked each other at first, but something happened behind the scenes. Listen, don't even go there. That ain't none of that happened. He saw that house and realized that he wasn't shit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. He saw that karaoke machine, and it wasn't just a normal karaoke machine. She had the bells and whistles, okay? Like, he couldn't just be happy for her and her success. That tells you that you is a BAN, okay? And y'all know what that stands for, okay? Because I'm trying to cut down some of these words. But
bleep it out, Ashley. DJ, bleep it out. I'm sorry.
Listen, we all good because
I didn't say all I wanted to say, but
okay, because it is what it is. It needs to be said. It just needs to be said because it is what it is, and that's where all of this started at. It didn't start with nothing behind the scenes. Emem ain't did jack to him. She ain't done nothing but try to be nice.
You just can't spread it on my cracker that if at any moment you let MM know, I'm not with that. I'm not, even if it's not on an attraction level, I'm really not comfortable with the physical aspect, the touch. And even don't have no reason to lie. She's like, you put my hands there. You made, little suggestive things that make me think it was okay to maybe take steps forward and want to be sexual with you. But when I'm like, okay, maybe he needs, somebody to make the first move. Maybe he's waiting on me. Let me go on and grab that. Let's see what's up. And he just, I was violated. Boy, violate these nuts.
Okay. Get up out of here with that mess, because that right there was one of the most disrespectful things that I was like, out of all the things you could do, you gonna get on here and you gonna actually try to make her look predatorial. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you take this black woman who owns a business, who is out here doing, you know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? It's just it goes so deeper than just you. Okay, maybe I don't like her. If you didn't like her, just say that you didn't like her. Like, that's really all she needed to hear, was that, okay, I'm not really into you like that. And I feel like MM would have just been cool, and they probably could have even had a friendship if he had just been cool. I don't want to be his friend. I'm saying I don't want to be his friend. I'm saying if he had been honest in the beginning.
Tear her down on TV, because the moment I said I didn't want to have sex with her, she been out of line and out of pocket ever since with me. He has found every single open opportunity to tear down her character as a black woman, try to emasculate her at the same time. No, try to make it seem like she's emasculating him at the same time when he is the one projecting onto her, being hella rude. He called her an asshole.
A whole asshole. He sure said it, but then said that he's not going to be called names. Nigga, you is a clown. You a clown, and guess what? You deserved everything that she went lightweight on you, because I feel like Camille might have went in a little harder, because she was ready to give it. You know what?
When Camille did this with the balls, she was like, you know what? Y'all gonna let y'all have it.
Okay.
Because I threw across his forehead.
Okay.
And it wasn't in the fact that I just was between that and just the man, like, it was just too much this episode when you had the likes of Juan, anybody trying to pull her off the ledge or just going to automatically assume it has to be maybe something, maybe you did do something to just don't gaslight me. You weren't there. And then you sat here and lied. We saw the text. You didn't text me. I didn't get nothing. I don't know what. You're lying. Why are you lying? Why are you doing this? It's weird.
Exactly. Lied straight up. I was like, oh, so you a liar. And we always know you are a liar, but you a liar, because you gonna lie and try to lie with a straight face and make it look like everybody else in the room is dumb when we don't see that. You know that they're gonna show the receipts, and they showed the receipts. You ain't respond back. We know how it works. You know what, Ashley? It is time to give you the flow, because I know that you got a lot to say, and I'm ready to hear it.
And I do. And I said this on my upload that I don't like, I talk big ish. Okay. I talk big ish on a regular basis. It's who I am. I live in hyperbole. I live on the outskirts of language because I need to express my points adequately and circumspectly. Ikechi is one of the worst people that I've ever seen on reality TV. And a lot of people have been in the comments like, girl, did you watch the earlier seasons? Do you even know about Chris and Paige? Baby, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I know all about Chris, but here's the difference. Chris was a monster. He was diabolical. He smashed that lady and out the same breath called her ugly, okay? Was smashing his baby mama and was back with her. But what I will tell you, there's a big difference. Akichi is a calculated monster, in my opinion. He went into this full well knowing his intentions were not for a wife. When he saw her complexion, he didn't want her. And here's the rub, guys. And I knew from the beginning because I see that light skinned heifer on his book cover, and I know he didn't want MM when he saw her. He was like, I will settle for MM, and he gave that energy. Anybody who thinks it was steam heat in the beginning, it was not. It was performative. He did that to act like, oh, you know, I'm this good black hotep Negro. That's who I am. That's the image he was trying to give off initially. When he got confronted with his own inferiority, when they got to Chicago, and like EB said in the comments, saw her air fryer, he lost his natural mind. He lost his natural mind. And I don't know if somebody else said it. I don't know if it's the salt intake. I don't know if it's the gout. I don't know. Whatever it is that's causing the cankles is probably impacting his brain at this point, because you would never get on international television and set this woman up for failure. He's not only called her an a-hole at this point, he's called her aggressive. He's called her a predator. He's probably even called her ugly behind her back. Let's be serious. The way that he almost fell off that bed during the honeymoon, I will never forget it. He has found ways to not only disrespect this woman verbally, he's found ways to do it non-verbally. You know what I mean? He is a calculated, cold-blooded piece of crap, in my opinion. I love all of God's creatures, but God's gonna have to work on my heart as it relates to him. So let's get into this episode. He comes in that same tired, childish ass orange beanie and sits at a picnic that he didn't prepare. He didn't plan for it, and says, did you cook this? Negro, you don't cook charcuterie. You put it on a board. I need him to get his life together. So she plans this event. She's got the paintbrush, the easels, because he's an artist. And she's speaking, you know, because she listens. She knows about love languages. She says, oh, he's artistic. He wants to express and emote this way. I'm going to sit him down. Plans this amazing thing. She starts asking him questions. He answers, oh, my question's not good enough. I'm just going to stonewall her and then say, oh, something was stuck in my teeth. Then proceeds to say, oh, we should do this more often. Negro, you didn't do it in the first place. Like, you want everything without any effort. He is honestly at this point just here for a check. The way he rolls his eyes like a 16-year-old girl sends me every single time. Then we get back to that apartment that's below Akichi's means with the low thread count sheets. I won't take it back. We're sitting up there, we're going through the wedding journals, the wedding book, and he's across the side of the room. Do you want to look at this? Yeah. Sitting up there pouting like a petulant child. She's going through all the things, pulls out the frame, you know, what do you think about these vows now? Well, I meant them when I said them.
Yeah.
Today, knowing what you know now. Well, I meant them when I said them. Okay, well, that didn't answer the question. I'm not trying to meet your question. I'm not trying to answer your question. I'm not trying to answer your question. Did they tell you to beat me with the truth stick? Did they tell you to beat the bear with the stick? I'm like, what is
the bear? What, you gonna attack me? What's that mean? You're gonna attack me?
So you mad when the bear comes out? Negro, pack your backpack, okay, and your JanSport, and head out the door to that raggedy Airbnb where the door won't even open all the way. I am so done with him. And so then after that, she's blowing him up, which I'm like, stand up, because why are we texting this shiftless A ninja? Why are we chasing him? Let him go back and crawl back into the gutter from whence he came. Somebody said it. I can see him on Ready for Love. He should have been on Ready to Love. Okay, he should have been on Ready to Love. That's more his speed. So now it's before the dinner and he's not answering no calls. She's blowing him up. You know, well, if I did something, MM, here is my message to you, my sister. I need you to ease on down that road. I need you to, and it wasn't enough. The dinner, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me because what I said was I would have called them people. All about disrespecting me, defaming my character, my good name in these Chicago streets. Baby, I he's one of the worst people that I've ever encountered. No, I'm serious because it literally feels like it's a concerted effort by a black man to ruin a black man. And somebody said it in the comments, Tyra echoed it, and that is the idea that the producers were specific in bringing him in. The past 2 seasons of MAFS have really sucked bad. They wanted some intrigue, some drama, and they wanted to traumatize another black woman. I'm going to publish my series, y'all, because I did it on all the black women who've ever been on MAFS and have ever been traumatized. But that's what they did. But he's disgusting. And then the fact that he had the audacity, after all was said and done, with his piss poor, patchy beard, to call her a that. I'm not gonna sit next to that. There's no way I ever would have believed that a black man would have been capable of doing this to a black, especially a woke hotep black man that he purported to be. I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted. I'm over it. And the fact that he's a DM diver to this day, talking about the producers gave him a bad edit. This is not a bad edit. This is who you are at your
Not a bad
core.
edit.
This is who you've been with Keisha on the after show. We saw it there. You've been this way with the cousin. You've been this way with the friend. You're defensive because you're small. You are a small fraction of a man. I'll repeat it. You are a small fraction of a man. I'll repeat it 3 times.
Well,
You are a small fraction of a man, and you do better over there in the snow with the snow bunnies. I'm going to set it right there for now.
No, you talking about, but I think his angle is to get on here, do that. He is giving podcast bros, red pill community type of behavior. I think he wants to use this to launch into something else. Like, there has to be a motive behind you getting on here showing your ass. There wasn't any way to de-edit this to look like anything else but what it is. Like, there's a bad edit, and then there's this. This is who you are. And he has one more time to say, I'm not for, that's every asshole's main go-to. I'm not for everybody. You know, I'm not, what did he say? I'm somebody's Henny and Coke.
okay. All of a sudden, I said, I don't never want a damn Hennessy and Coke in my life. Keep them.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm somebody's Henny and Coke, though. I won't be here sitting next to that. Like, meanwhile, Emem over there looking at, she looked good. I was like, look at that suit, girl. She looked good. Like, you showed up and brought that trash energy. Why? Because you wanted to be, like, he's looking for a moment. He is really trying to capitalize off of this and find his success any way that he has to, even if he gets like the asshole narrative, even if it's rolling over into like any engagement is good engagement, any publicity is good publicity. I think that this was his plan. Like, it had to be. And they called him back here a second time to like really delve in it, and they used Emem, as this punching bag here. And no woman should ever be treated or talked to like this. But the fact that we haven't seen, and like you said, the way that, it's my first time watching MAFS, they like catch and look at everything. Everything is slow and you get to see. And I'm sure, reality TV is going to be edited or whatever. But if there was a moment where she harassed you, and the narratives like that they love to paint with these black women on these shows, they would have reveled in that also. Why didn't we see it? Why didn't we hear about it? Where are those shots of her begging for your D? Of her grabbing and just, oh, look, just give me some of it. If I could just have a little peek. Where are those shots? I want to see them. Roll that beautiful bean footage, because you're acting like you were so highly desired by Emem. And the fact that you wanted to take your time, like, yeah, that's not matching up with who you set down there and the picnic and the energy that she's trying to give back into you as a man, because for whatever reason she wants you as her damn husband, and you just sitting there looking miserable as hell, like you could be bothered. Because I don't want you. But instead of you saying not only do I not want you, but you're a little bit above my pay grade and I'm uncomfortable. I feel emasculated in this relationship and I don't feel like a man. Like, he sat there and said, my wife makes me feel like it. Like, where? When did she make you feel like ish?
Exactly.
Oh, her bank account made you feel like ish. And she put the cherry on top. It was really like a dagger in his heart when she went and she took him into her office building and space. And I think he met a patient, and he was like, yeah, I'm not on this type of timing. But instead of you just saying that, or just, you know, ministering like, hey babe, I kind of, you know, feel some type of way that I'm not like, no, you had to be a a-hole. It's
Child, he was
disgusting.
mad
I
when
can't
she
even
bought the fish tacos. So he was really mad when he saw the practice.
say I could have cooked. Well, you want now because you weren't gonna with what money? You weren't gonna spend any money no damn way. We have not seen you spend a dime since you got here.
Nothing.
All we have seen is you. Why you always got a damn backpack? Like, where are you hiking from? Are you walking? Are you walking?
You know he is. He on the train probably. And no disrespect to people who take the train, but it's just this idea that you felt like the only way for you to be somebody was to downplay, downgrade, even if she had been aggressive, even if she had reached out and tried to grab your dingaling, your little dingaling, because I'm sure it's small because you give very small D energy.
Absolutely.
But maybe she tried to grab it, but like for you to get up here and act like anything she's done to you was intentionally harmful or just to try to paint her to be something else. I think there's nothing worse in this world than a man who pretends like he wants to be a leader and has no vision, because this should have played out a completely different way. You saw is that girl. You should have got on board. She probably would have sold your old raggedy book for you on that website. She probably would have.
The way she's so, the way MM is so invested right now, and he's literally giving her nothing. It has nothing to give if you want to be real about it. Because she doesn't technically need him on that front. She needs you to be emotionally available, supportive, a good man, Savannah, be caring, be affectionate. You can't even offer her those things. But even in this state, she's even trying to pour into you. So if you were actually that, baby, we're going to get this book on these shelves. My man, my man, my man. Girl, she would have funded his whole little lifestyle. Exactly. My man, my husband. And you got on here and showed
and acting a whole fool. Now the light-skinned dude inside of the doggone at the end of the trailer, he gonna get this. Okay, he gonna get it.
Whoa, why couldn't it have been Allen? Because the way Allen was like, you know, I'm gonna mind my business, but I want to know where the hell where you been, Penny? Are you late? Why are you talking? Well, what about your tone? I think you need to somebody please.
And even David tries to say something, you know, and I think some people misunderstood what David was trying to do. I got what he was trying to do in the moment. Maybe it just came off a little bit different. I guess just based on different people seeing it when he goes in to say, you know, maybe we shouldn't have this conversation right now. Yada, yada, yada. I just felt like he was trying to de-escalate the situation because he felt like it was about to go to 0 to 100. Let me tell y'all what I didn't like about this whole situation. I didn't like the energy that we came in with from the very jump. You came in here with this green suit, right? With your green leprechaun suit, and you sat there with this face, just completely dead looking face, right? You knew what you were about to do. It's like he came in there on purpose so that he could let me show y'all what's finna happen, because he knew he had did so much. This is the moment that she is about to go off. And if I can get her to go off in this moment, I can show everybody, because the first thing he says when she finally just was like, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm talking about? This why I don't date black women.
And I'm like, really? Did you just really do that when we seen this woman time and time again turn the damn other cheek? I ain't got that many damn cheeks, y'all. The way I would have been done told that nigga off a long time ago, he would have got what he wanted from me. He would have got what he wanted from me every single time. Every time you came with that old dumbass energy with me, you would have got everything that you wanted and more. And you would have been out here looking like a straight up fool, because ain't no way I would have took that stuff. And every time she was just like, I was like, girl, you good, because you was holding it in. And I can tell that you holding it in. I couldn't hold it in. I just couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it.
I'd have been called them people. I promise you. Or me and Camille would have jumped them. It just was that easy, because there's only so much disrespect. He was on assignment from the enemy. We saw him do this at the honeymoon when they talked about intimacy. He made it a point. It was unsolicited. They was talking about just, how great the time was. He made it a point to say, I would never put my dingling in her. Like, basically, no, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. He's gonna do it every single time. A clown loves a crowd. What she say? You bring me a clown, I'll bring you a circus. He loves a crowd. So let's go ahead and go all the way there. And Carla even pissed me off. I said, you better stay over there with Juancho. Stay over there with Juanchito. Don't talk about her. You're too
Nobody
classy
wants to
for
stay
this.
with
No,
Juanchito.
it's not about class to me in this moment. It's about getting him together because the disrespect was heightened and I wanted David to bop him on the forehead. I wanted David to
Anybody. Like I mean, Allen, they was doing what they needed to do, but I needed somebody to like really
That's what I
check
needed
him.
too. Him up in a corner.
There
I
should
like
not
that
be
kind of
the
carrying on.
time. It just shows the type of men that were at the table. You have them, you have your Davids, your Allens, and then you have Juanitos.
Absolutely. And I wanted to punch
Who wanted
Juanito.
to be. But when he's like, but like no, whoever Ikechi is to you, that's not who he is to me. He's disrespectful to me, so he's gonna get a different type of energy. Mr. Rolling with rolling with the homie. He want to roll with the homies because you don't want to be over there with Carla's ass. That's your business, okay? This is a terrible man. Like I don't know. I don't want MM to drag this out. I want because it looked like in that trailer, he's presenting her with some papers or some. We don't need to sit down with another damn one of those little diabolicals, whoever those little counselors, and we don't need to sit down with anybody. This is exactly what it is, and it ain't gonna get no better or no different. Get that little man, the little papers, a no, whatever, and just go on your way. But it looks like he's serving her with something. I hope that's not what that is. Like, don't drag this out. Like, let this man go, please.
Okay. And I hope that nobody is over there buying that fake ass book. I'm sorry. I wouldn't spend $1 on that book. I wouldn't spend 50 cents. I wouldn't spend a penny. I wouldn't spend none of my hard-earned money on that fake ass book that he got on that ugly ass website. I saw it. Yes, I did.
Girl, you know they giving reviews on TikTok about his old tired book. And EJ, I'm just now realizing that suit was green. That's why she called him a joker in that Joker suit. I'm just seeing the suit was green. I really was not, because he came with a look on his face, like you said, like he was just here to start some ish. I ain't got no peace. My wife makes me feel like ish. How, sir?
But you didn't want to have a conversation with everybody. You didn't want everybody in your business, but you wanted to say that because you wanted to disrespect her.
Yeah.
You wanted her to go off, and you wanted everybody to be a witness to her going off so that they could be on your side. See what I'm dealing with? See what I'm dealing with? Like, everybody read that. Everybody clocked that shit from the moment you stepped into the room. Because I was like, when is he gonna do it? You came in there and said nothing, and then what did he do? Let me tell you, this is the icing on the cake. And I was like, oh, I can't. Oh, I just want to choke him. He sat there knowing he wasn't going to stay there, sat there, waited till she came back, and then left. And I don't think that was no damn edit either. I think he wanted her to see him leave on purpose to make it more dramatic. Dude, we ain't on that time. Like,
He
go
wants us to see, EJ. He wants the public to see. He thought, and the producers did too, with Ikechi and MM and her being a certain kind of woman. They went through her background, and even when we first meet her, there's like boss girl energy about her. They thought that she was going to be the stereotypical. We're gonna paint this narrative easy. She's gonna be the aggressive black woman, and she came on here and gave y'all the exact opposite. And now they don't know what to do, and he don't know what to do with it either. You look like a damn fool.
He's a whole stunt queen. Let's be
Oh,
very
he's
clear.
definitely a stunt
He's
queen.
doing everything for the show. For the
Because
show.
I got to give it up for her. She doing good. She
I
doing good.
thought she was gonna pop off because I know I was waiting. I was like, I feel like MM will be on that type of time, and like you're not gonna play with her. Like, no, she has been dealing with this from the beginning, and it's just been going on, and she's just been as reserved, trying to remain a lady, trying to be patient, still trying to be thoughtful of him as a man. Girl, please. They didn't think this was gonna go this way, and he didn't either. So now he's stuck in this little dusty narrative all by himself. So I think this is why he opted for the angle. Since she isn't the angry black woman, now she's a predator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was the next thing, because that would actually elicit the most damage, especially in the climate that we're in now. Oh, she was the aggressor. She tried to take the D. Like, she was persistent and wouldn't stop touching me and he doubled down on it. Even after telling Keisha in the after show, no, I didn't say that. Dr. Pia said it. Now you're doubling down on it. No, she just wouldn't say no. I just, ever since I wouldn't let her sit on it, it was a problem. I'm not going to sit next to that. I'm not going to be with a woman because his whole tea got spilled in this episode when he said, I'm not going to be with somebody who makes me feel small. You're already small, Buki. You've been small. You've been
Okay.
small, and you never should have brought your stale tail on this show. I'm just so disgusted, and I want somebody to write a tell-all book. I'm ready for the hoes to come out of hibernation and talk to us about their dealings with the Cankle King in real time. I want a 52-part series. I want to hear all the tea because I know he's deceptive, and if he's on Grinder or Backdoor or whatever those apps are, I want them to expose him too. Because come on out, Akichi, because you have a hatred for black women, in my opinion. You hate women. You have to come on here as a man. And I know some good men. You know what I'm saying, in my life. And I don't know any man personally who would go on national television and degrade a black woman in this manner. I don't know one. And to seem to take joy in it. Like it seems like he went home and smiled about it. Like
Nah.
Packed his raggedy duffel bag and left. No, I'm not surprised at this, LS. From that trailer, it looks like she's still giving him the time of day. Still, and he's still the one. I am like, I don't know why. Of course they're gonna fight for it. This is piping hot tea for this show. This is the most toxic couple on the show at this moment, up until we get into the big bada bean and Ellen breaking dishes. This is this is good made, good, makes good television, so they're gonna keep at it. That's why I was like, I would rather just cut it off. I think it's gonna be him, and I really even hate to see that for her.
Nah, he don't get no slack. The Equalizer, he don't get no slack at all. Bump that. He gets no slack at all. The way he got up here and treated this sister, and she ain't done nothing. The way he got up here and treated this woman, and she ain't done nothing but try to be good to him. No, he don't get no slack at all. He should get worse, but YouTube got rules and stuff, and so we just gonna let it run.
Already. We gonna see what happens.
it's deep in the middle. They won't know. It's deep in the middle. Deep.
But yeah, he don't deserve any slack. I don't know if you're watching the show, but the way that he acts is just it's for the streets, and he didn't have to bring that here, and he didn't have to do this woman like that, because I know for a fact he wouldn't have done he wouldn't have done Madison like that, he wouldn't have done Michelle like that, and nobody can convince me otherwise that he would have. He would have treated them totally different.
It's rare that I see edit like this with a white. Has it been this bad?
There has the utter complete and disrespect that we see on Married at First Sight is reserved for black women. The worst of the worst has been reserved for black women. Now, like I said, I'm even surprised they gave Michelle somebody in the basement, because that's typically something they reserve for black women. But no, this degree of like there was one guy who was just a complete and utter liar. He was completely scary and dangerous, and they matched a black woman with him. Paige, of course, that you keep hearing about, Paige and Chris. Literally, he smashed her because she had a big old booty, and the next minute he called her ugly, got his baby mama pregnant, allegedly, during the show. That was messy as hell and crazy, reserved for black women. This type of drama is typically reserved for black women on MAFS, at least.
That's sad. I wouldn't.
And at the hands of black men, which is the worst thing, the worst picture.
I wouldn't touch the show.
Yes, her gray stroke, Alyssa, that was her name. Terrible and scary. That man was making fake W-2s, talking about he worked somewhere he ain't even worked. Like,
what?
What?
Okay.
We have to go back down the archive and maybe
one day we gonna have to. This is my first season out of 18.
You have to do the worst of the worst, like the worst MAFS couples ever. But yeah, this was horrible. Ikechi deserves the hell that is waiting on him, because the way he did was just out of control. And I'm sorry, it ain't nothing that nobody could ever say to make me feel any different about it, or to paint him in a different light. There are no edits, there are no cuts that could make me think that, they just picked out. You had to do a lot of ish to get this bad of an edit. I'm sorry. You had to do a lot of stuff, because this is a lot. And I just don't believe it. And I think Ikechi is a liar. And what she say, you a liar, you a cheat. I feel like he probably got somebody else out there. Have y'all been seeing the way his face looks? Like every single time, every time he's in the room, it's like his face is like this. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm. He's miserable. It was like,
and then he didn't even try to get her anything. That irked me too. That irked me so bad.
He has not given her anything this entire time. Nothing. Everybody else is all, making. He has made absolutely no effort. He has planned no date, no nothing. Has not tried to get into her peak. It's been all her all the time.
Every single time.
I don't know.
And another thing, and to Smarty, yes, it was actually Mika and Michael. Mika and Michael were the couple that you would need to go back and look for. I don't remember the season, but if you want some real mess, Smarty, go back and look for Mika and Michael. Jepti and Shanice, he did not want that lady. He ain't like that lady. You don't like me, you don't love me. He didn't want her either. It was disturbing and disgusting to me. But let the people tell it, EJ. Before MAFS, he was making a living on social media talking about relationships and his desire for this wife and how he was going to treat this wife once he got her. His pages are private currently because I said, well, let me see what all this amazing content is that he has, that he was, being subsidized for talking about relationships and the woman of his dreams and how he was gonna love this lady. Y'all, the first red flag was when he got up there and acted like he wrote a song he ain't write and had that person perform it at the wedding. That's what I knew. We
Okay.
knew.
We knew then. We knew then. Because listen, he just played on everybody's time and it just is what it is. He could have reserved that spot for somebody who just really wanted to be there because he didn't really want to be there. He looked at this as a business opportunity. I don't think anybody in their right mind goes into trying to get on Married at First Sight multiple times and moves cross country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how far Houston and Chicago is, but it feels cross country to me. I just don't think anybody does that. And then you get your wife and then she can't even have the book that you wrote for your future wife. Like, that's stupid, bro. No, I'm gonna write another.
I want to know why they denied him the first time and what changed to where he was allowed on the show now.
Drama. They wanted
Okay, exactly. They need them ratings, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that ratings are the most important part. This show maybe it has started out with maybe trying to get, trying to do whatever they say they trying to do, help people find love. But I think that at the end of the day, what sells inside of this reality world is drama, and you need some drama in order to keep people wanting to come back to it. But why do we have to pick certain people to bring that drama in with? Like, why did we have to pick this nobody? That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool at all.
Here's the thing, EJ. It's like they just came off a really terrible season. Last season, people were like, I'm never watching MAFS again because of how bad it was. So they're coming with this. But then also, my thing is, this is so heavily produced. We can see how heavily produced this is. And I think just based on the premise of the show, there's no need. It's going to bring its own drama anyway. Like, I don't think we need to be I don't think they need, the producers, that is, need to be feeding this beast. Like, I think they need to do their best to match people right. And I think the drama will unfold because it's still two strangers forced to live in a house, have their lives taped. Like, it's still the real world, right? And so I think it's disgusting. And I think it's even more disgusting that Black women seem to get the brunt of it every single time. And it's not just this show. It's all of these reality dating shows. It's Netflix, it's Love is Blind, it's Ultimatum. It's all of these shows. Back to back.
Yeah, that's horrible. But yeah, y'all, whew, God, I have to bring my heartbeat back down because Ikechi just, he runs me hot. And you got to hold back. You don't want to say too much, but yeah, but that was it. That was Married at First Sight, y'all. That was Married at First Sight. That was all of our crazy couples. I feel like we I don't know where we go from here because I feel like this was a high pinnacle, but I know that there's going to be more. I'm here for the ride. Ashley, let me get your final thoughts and if you got anything special going on your channel.
Oh yeah, y'all. Come on, make sure that you are here tomorrow night, y'all. We are diving into Natalia Grace, the final chapter. Tyra's hosting this live. We have a special guest coming from over in them reality true crime kind of streets. I think the live tomorrow is going to be so amazing. Be on the lookout. I've already posted my individual recap for this episode of Married at First Sight. Tons of fun content. Please make sure you're subscribed to everyone on the panel. There's a ton of new faces here tonight. We're so grateful for you being here. And make sure you have the notification bell on so you don't miss anything.
Cool. Tyra, final thoughts, and do you have anything going on your channel or anything that Ashley may have missed that the collective has going on?
Girl, I'm fine, man. The fine man. We are, of course, talking about Little Natalia Grace and all the hot mess that I guess the closing of this chapter is. Can't wait to meet the guests and everything tomorrow. That should be fun. Directly after that, we are getting into some fine men where we go and we rate for the mere low price of $4.99. We discuss and rate fine men. We get into some late night activities that go directly behind paywall. So make sure that you're there to see them in the moment. All the links and stuff are up already for those if you guys want to go cut the notifications on. And of course, on Saturdays, we have our Saturday members only watch along. Please become a member if you are not. This week, it is my turn, and we are getting into Which Way Is Up from 1977, a Richard Pryor old school film, and it's going to be funny. The ladies have never seen it, so I can't wait to get into that. But yeah, be sure to support us. I think I am 65 or something like that subs away from 29K. So help me out.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, you know what? I was gonna do it, but I ain't even gonna put no energy into it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. It was a comment, and I was about to go off, and I just decided to let it be. Oh, you want to know who said it? I'll put it up there. Let me put it up there.
Put it on a thing. The guy is to blame, but why? Baby, I don't know who this is. This is a newcomer. I don't think they even watched this show, baby. Take that off. Welcome, Game City Savior. When you go and watch all 10 episodes, then you can come back and give your commentary.
That part. That's why I said I don't even think I'm gonna give it energy because the way I'm too hype right now.
I thought somebody was trying to stick up for Itchy Coochie. I was gonna go off.
No, I don't think nobody gonna ever stick up for him. But y'all already know, y'all. As far as my channel is concerned, of course I have everything going on that the ladies have going on, and then I do have some family business New Orleans content up. I'll be dropping some more of that. I'll drop my All the Queens Men video, probably in the morning or sometime tonight. It just depends. But that's all the solo stuff I have going on. But I'll be with the ladies talking about all the other shenanigans, Natalia and her and all that stuff and just all the things. So y'all make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications and all that good stuff. And make sure y'all have it on all notifications on all channels. That way y'all will get the notifications whenever we go live. So y'all don't miss out on any of the stuff that we have going on. I want to thank you everybody who came through. We appreciate all of you. Saw some new faces. We love all the old faces. We love all the comments. And if you're not in the Discord, then make sure to go ahead and join the Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and take us on out with Tyra's pick, and I will talk to you guys. We'll talk to you guys later.
You, brother, you look mighty healthy to need healing. What can possibly be your problem? His mind is filled with lunacy. Have mercy on his soul. Now sit down before I put this glove on your ass.
Calm down, Daddy. Leroy didn't mean any harm.
Get out of my face.